we discovered that by having the little cloud perform first in our show, it's a perfect opener for our performance, followed by a longer story based on the mixed-up chameleon, and finishing with obviously his most popular work, which is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And what we discovered is that children love that. They love the order, and they love all three stories. They're different from each other. The pace is different. The characterization is different. What is similar is that that they're all told in a black light technique. So the performers are hidden, and you simply see the objects appear on stage as if by magic, as if they're working on their own. So it's been very successful for us, and it's toured now almost 20 years to many, many countries around the world, performing for literally millions of spectators. We obviously chose The Very Hungry Caterpillar because it's one of the most popular storybooks written for children and read around the world. So it was an obvious choice for us. I love Little Cloud because Little Cloud he's a part of a community of clouds. However, he's a little different than everyone. He has an imagination where all the other clouds simply float through the sky on their way somewhere. Little Cloud is on his journey too, but in a different pace. He reacts differently. He sees things differently than all the other clouds. He comes together with all the other clouds to become a big cloud, becomes part of the community again, and helps it rain. It's really quite a lovely, lovely piece, and an interesting message to convey to really young people. I like the mixed-up chameleon because it's a story almost of redemption. It talks about how we as humans love to have things that we don't have. We always want to have what other people have. And when his whole life is about trying to catch the fly and eating it until he goes to the zoo. And in the zoo, he discovers that there are other animals with attributes that he would like to have. And through the magic of storytelling, he acquires those other parts of the animals. So he changes himself into what's called a mixed-up chameleon. Even though he thinks he's grand and beautiful with all of these parts, including an elephant's head and a giraffe's neck, and he discovers at the end that he misses himself because all he wants to do is eat the fly, and he can't now. So he wishes himself back to being what he was before, and again, through the magic of storytelling, it happens. So we learn through the chameleon that sometimes it's okay just to be ourselves. The Very Hungry Caterpillar is a really curious story where not a lot happens. Children love the fact that he has this insatiable appetite, and he will eat anything, to the point of getting a stomachache. And so even though it's gentle, it's very funny, and it's written in a way that, not a lot happens, but children fill in the blanks. They imagine what the caterpillar is thinking, how he's feeling, and they celebrate the joy when he actually does makes a chrysalis or a cocoon and becomes a beautiful butterfly. Children as young as 2 can come and watch our show and be engaged for an hour and entertained and see beauty and hear beautiful music and sit there with their friends or their parents and have a great hour together.